What a beautiful day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson. Here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes. The Muhammad Ali.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Easton, Pennsylvania.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
All right, it's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
Nope. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice straight. Beautiful counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. Here we go for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And shoot. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
And he scores with the counter. Counter punches have to hurt. So much for boxing. This is a fight. That counter punch caught him clean. The straight right just misses. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford... And there's the bell for round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Can't find a home for that jab. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Missing with the hook. This round's still up for grabs. Whoa, wait a minute! If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
He's letting back into it.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
That left hook misses. Counter punching. So close with that uppercut. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket him.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? They both want the knockout. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
Come on.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. What do you think think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brain.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you got to get some before you get him close.
Missing with that right hook. The straight right just misses. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know. There's the bell to start round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. punch and just got countered. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Nice exchange here from both men. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Only catching air with that hook. Oh, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. Round 8, and we're off again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Good counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fight has a real good flow to it. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Oh, no! Ali is down! Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I've got to see that again.
His opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.